compliments path. So may I join me to welcome Mr. Tangi on the stage. Welcome.
I need a microphone, please. 大家下午好
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
，Hong Kong，欢迎来到我们香港
Welcome to Hong Kong. Welcome to 2023 Age Summit. People are probably very tired of attending conferences. Last week, I just went to Token 24/9 in Singapore. I stayed there for 10 days. I was sick for 2-3 days because it was a non-stop event. And recently, I've invited a cell phone to attend this summit, and he said, "Oh no, I can't make it because we also have a very large conference in Shanghai." And the Blockchain Association and the Edge Summit coincides with many other events. And tomorrow, the day after, we also have a good friend from HKBA, having a HKBA and Davos conference in the convention center in Wantai. So again, appreciate that you've come all the way to Hong Kong from everywhere around the world. Although you probably are tired of all these conferences, but I think Hong Kong is indeed a great place. I have compared with many other global events and locations, and I do think that Hong Kong, enjoys a global market, and at the same time, we are very well supported by the GBA. We also have a Web3 hub in Qianhai, Shenzhen, which is a Web3 incubator. We know that in Guangzhou, Nansha, and the GBA area, there are a lot of hard-working entrepreneurs, changing from Web2 to Web3. They're very hardworking, and they're developing various Web3 applications from DeFi, GameFi, and also all the panelists talked about RWA, real-world assets.
Today, I would share with you the landscape of Hong Kong BA and the global BA perspective, and also Hong Kong Hong Kong government's new regulations on virtual asset and its outlook. First, these are the series of events this year, and on the right up corner, the U.S. Securities associations are very busy. They are busy with litigations of various bitcoins and various coins and tokens. They think that the coins have the securities attribute, and they think that these tokens were not approved by the SFC of the U.S. So they launched a series of litigations against these coins, including Filecoin and Solana on the list. So they are faced with the litigations from the U.S. Securities Commission. And in Hong Kong, a member of HKBA also issued 3066 and 3068. They are the Bitcoin future ETF, and the 3068 is a Ether-based futures ETF. So it also allows the traditional financial clients to allow to do some virtual asset management. They are afraid that they will lose their asset on the blockchain, so they can buy the virtual asset like buying securities or shares. So that's give birth to these two future ETFs in virtual asset in Hong Kong. So it's like the US version of Huidu. We know that they Satoshi own more than 1 million of Bitcoin, and the other is Grayscale. Grayscale actually is a listed company in the US. It also has a transaction in OTC with the code GPGC. So it is also facilitates the pension fund and some other funds to buy the Bitcoin, the virtual asset, because of the regulation, they cannot directly buy the Bitcoin. So they buy this Bitcoin through this trust, and they collect the custodian fee worth millions of dollars, billions. 100 million dollars, and also there are some Bitcoin custodian and partners like the DBS. They also have the Bitcoin exchange, and also Hashkey and OSL have already got licensing for virtual assets transaction, and HKVAS also got the conditional approval from SFC. In the past week, the biggest news in Hong Kong is some Japanese exchange that is not registered in Japan also have this Bitcoin business. So do not engage in any unlicensed platform. So for any celebrity, please pay attention. Do not partner with unlicensed platform. So we also encourage you to follow the compliance and to apply for some licenses or partner with companies with license. And apart from number 7 license, they also issued 11 number 9 license for virtual assets management. And maybe you have heard that Hong Kong issued this Web3 policy declaration last November in the FinTech Week. Paul Chen also already initiated the virtual asset policy statement for Hong Kong, and encourage Hong Kong to become the hub of virtual assets. So this is the statement issued by Hong Kong government, and it also issued a series of policies, including talent policy, top talent policy, and also various cyberport incubators and accelerators. We also participated in some of them, and we also participate in some accelerator programs in Hong Kong. Some people also ask me, okay, is it legal to issue Bitcoin virtual asset in Hong Kong? So I would like to share with you. In Hong Kong, it is legal. You can conduct these token, the security token, under the supervision of SFC and the legal framework. And RWA actually in 2019, there is also the statement made by SFC about the security tokens. So this is under the compliance framework. There's one requirement. So this project needs to have an operation record for 12 months already. So if the project is very brand new, only with some white papers and some concepts, so you're not following the compliance. So that's worth our attention. So we have some projects like computing centers, the real estate centers, and we have made the packaging under the RWA to be registered under Hong Kong regulations. So maybe in the future, either in Hong Kong or in the US. Now, because we are experiencing the bear market, so many tokens are experiencing very abrupt fall in the price. So RWA is combining some assets like the some various assets to make it tokenized through packaging. So this is the case in 2017. This is proved by the US SFC. So this is blockchain.capital. The code is BCEP. It is registered in the US. And then it applied the first number 7 license in Hong Kong. And according to the requirements, they have to um, put forward one security token. So they also introduced this token that is proved by the US to Hong Kong. And this token was priced at $1 in 2017. So they have this portfolio. We can see this OpenSea and Circle Financial. So their investment is quite successful. It is equity based. It is like an equity-based PE financing. After the financing, they invest into a series of projects, different from the traditional PE. There's a lockup period of 5 to 7 years, but through SPO they can unlock just within 1 year or even half year. So this price hiked from $1 to 17, even $20. So we can think that these security tokens are very feasible and viable. And so these litigations in the US, the SEC have all these litigations. You can see that the market value is quite big. If the Bitcoin projects does not surpass the threshold of 1 billion or 10 billion, maybe it's not worth the attention of SEC. So this is the BNB. BNB have 43 billion in terms of market value. And they are facing the fine of over a dozen million. So that's why SEC sued them. According to SEC, BNB started. Actually, the U.S. have the laws to regulate what kind of products have the securities attributes since 1940s. So maybe they have the investment from money and they have common enterprise expectation of profit, and it's derived from the efforts of others. So they think that Bitcoins although it does not have a centralized commission, it does have the attributes of many securities. So we think that many more tokens or Bitcoins will face the litigation, the regulation and the litigation of the SEC in the US. Maybe many regional and the state Supreme Court will also follow the case of SEC and also start the litigation against more companies. So we suggest companies to hire some compliance experts to help choose the right channels for you. Find suitable and compliant companies with a license, so they can exchange on the compliant exchange platforms. May not help you to prevent the issue 100%, but it is already being protected and guaranteed by the Hong Kong SFC to for the long-term development of the tokens and the bitcoins in Hong Kong. So actually, for the previous structures, it's not very fair for the investors. So that's why we welcome you to come to Hong Kong and to attend the Web3 development in Hong Kong. Under the compliance regulation, we can continue to develop this business in Hong Kong. And HKBA also has a lot of experts to help you do some compliance work, including the application of number 179 and license and the virtual asset management license too. So my time is very limited. So within 10 seconds, I will conclude my remark. Welcome to Hong Kong.
continue our Web3 innovation in Hong Kong. Thank you. 谢谢大家。
Thank you so much, Tony. Thank you for your presentation.